All right, so after a few phone conversations and a few text messages, you decide to meet up for a date. Everything is going really well. And the vibes are just hitting, and then the next morning, you're white. You woke up white. I'm kidding. But you wake up next to this man, realizing that the biggest part of what took place that night before wasn't so much on your expectation, but how you allowed that night to make you completely comfortable with whoever came after. The spiritual energy exchange known as sex binds us to other beings on a much deeper level. Now, because it's a part of our biology, every time you have sex doesn't necessarily mean you're in love with that person. Sex, therefore, is just an expression of love. However, it's also a part of the connectivity between human beings. It all starts somewhere, right here, with virginity. Curious, confused, and you just want to know what comes past that world of things. And that is when you make the biggest decision of all.
I got that comeback flow. Call me George Clooney. I'm not crazy, but known to get a little loony. Smarter than I look, laugh at those who tried to fool me. I'm in my own lane, so I can only outdo me. I've done what only most could dream to do, and the plans that I develop make sure that I see through. I'm not a sellout like Obama and his bailout. The government cowards just looking for a way out, trying to pay their debt off.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Today's show is brought to you by Heaven Sent by Layla. If you're looking for a great gift to give a friend, a family member, or a very significant other, look no further. Heaven Sent by Layla is an assortment of homemade candles with original scents and smells that make you feel like you're sitting on a cloud right in front of the pearly gates. And if you go to heavensentbylayla.com right now, you can get a coupon code for 10% off a single purchase. Come on now, that's great, right? So for scents that make sense, make sure it's Heaven Sent by Layla. That's right, baby. That's right. Here we go. All right, move out the way. I almost shot you in the back of your fucking head, stupid. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. No, get over there. Get over there. Throw a grenade out. Here we go. 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 If I die, I swear to God, your mama's a hoe. Here we go. Knock your ass out. What's good? Booyah! Got his ass. What's up, y'all? Up here fucking shit up, bro. This is what I do, man. But okay, so maybe I came a little too strong and shit. When I say that it's one of the biggest decisions, it is. It is. I know some people that probably argue there are bigger ones, but that's still a big decision. You know what I'm saying? To lose your virginity. You know, when it happened to me, I was about 16, you know, high school. Stepbro brought some girls over, you know what I'm saying? Had a belly ache until the girls got there. You know what I'm saying? And then, but see, it's different with guys. You know what? Bro, I just got knocked down, but you were standing right there. You were standing right there. Bro, he just put his fucking foot on me. Anyway, as I was saying, with guys, it's much different than it is with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where it's like, as guys, it's kind of like a rooting for process. Like you ever seen guys do a drinking game and shit, and he's like, go, 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 break the tank, you know what I'm saying? And all that extra shit. That's kind of how it is when it comes to losing V cars. Because 9 out of 10 times, I mean, there's a chance that you may lose it to somebody that's your girlfriend or that you like. But there's also that whole thing of guys in your same age bracket around that same time, high school years, that kind of shit, where you're just like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave high school a virgin and all that little extra shit, you know what I'm saying? So it became one of those things, but you know what I'm saying? It was an experience nonetheless. I ain't gonna lie, if I seen her somewhere, I may barely remember what she looks like. God, this sounds fucking bad, bro. It sounds really fucking bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that when it comes down to girls, it's a much different process, you know. With girls, it's all about, you know, reasoning. Who is this guy? How do I trust this guy? Do I trust him enough with my body? Do I trust him enough to be able to take care of what I'm trusting him with? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a much different process, and I'm you know, thought curve and everything. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I get it. You know? And so, and it's in, you know what I'm saying, no short respect to that I'm going to let y'all know about what I'm about to let y'all know about. So, some years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, you know, I was gifted and granted the opportunity to take somebody's virginity. And, you know what I'm saying, it's somebody I've been talking to, dating, hanging out with, just kicking it, you know, everything kind of heavy at that time. Working in the same place too. Brother was attractive. So, during the course of, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with this person, I understood something. I understood that because of what they were so new to and what I was so versed on, I didn't want to be that person's first. And I straight let them know that. Like, I think it'd be better off for you to go experience somebody else, because I lived a certain aspect of life that I don't want you to feel like you have to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wasn't being a hoe or nothing like that. It was just that I'm a dude with 5 fucking kids. Trust me, that's the guy with one fuck of a sex drive. If you're not having sex at that time, that's fine. Like I said, I will respect that. But I get horny, and realistically speaking, as a guy, we all do. So, respectively, I let her know that I wanted her to go explore that aspect of life where she felt comfortable with whoever it was that she was going to allow to take her virginity. I was cool with not being that guy, trust me. Now, was it my place to worry about if she decided to do that with somebody else? No, it's absolutely her business. However, I must say it did make me start to wonder about the kind of caliber of guy she may run into. But, you know what I'm saying, she's a grown woman, she makes her own choices. It wasn't my choice, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on me. You know, and so, you know, maybe a couple of weeks go by, and, you know, she says, and she calls me up one day and she's like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, just chilling. She's like, want to hang out as just friends? I said, I mean, if we're just being cool with each other, yeah, that's fine. That was the day I took her virginity. I know some of y'all might want to talk shit to me and everything like that, but that's usually how most of us lose our fucking virginity, so shut that shit the fuck up. Anyway, so... moving on, I did the do. I was very gentle with her. I was very patient. In fact, I really am proud on the steps and measures I took in that experience, because, as I said, all guys aren't that way and aren't that considerate. And considering I was able to help somebody have their first experience be a respectable one and one that they can enjoy and be comfortable with, that made me feel really good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, time goes on. We end up departing and going our separate ways. She gets another boyfriend, everything like that. And they end up eventually breaking up. And then, you know, she hangs around me a couple of times. And, you know, she comes over and we do the do. And the thing that gets me is that at a certain point I asked her, where were you trying to take this? And see, this is where... it's these important questions that I feel as a decent man I need to be asking, so I know exactly where to navigate the situation. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she said, well, you should feel lucky that I still talk to you, because not a lot of people talk to you there first. And that's what got me. There was a scale in which I started to wonder why I should feel lucky because she's choosing to communicate with me. And I gotta say this. If you make the conscious choice to make somebody your first, your last, your everything, doesn't even fucking matter. That's a personal choice you're making based on what you know about that person and your comfort level with that person. So, if you're choosing me, feeling lucky has nothing to do with that shit. I shouldn't feel lucky because you're choosing me no more than you should feel lucky because I chose to do with you here and there. We're grown. That's what human beings do. However, in the sense of this level of entitlement, what I think that a lot of women negate the fact is that good, decent men are rare. Decent men are about as rare as high value men. In fact, a lot of them actually sit in the same damn groups with each other. So, if you have somebody decent enough to sit up here and, you know, be honest with you, be down to earth with you about just this whole dating game, because I wouldn't just jump. I'm not the kind of guy to ever just jump into a relationship, but I am the kind of guy to be real with you about the things that I would require for somebody to be in a relationship with. And so I then asked, so basically, are you trying to just use me as a penis placeholder? until you find somebody else you can trust? She said, yes. I don't do place holding. That was an enemy in that person's interactions from that point on. This is a whole, as a decent, responsible, respectable, honorable male, this is a no simp zone. I don't give a fuck how thick you are, how fat your ass is, how nice the sex. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit if you don't have an ounce of consideration in your damn bones. And a lot of you women don't really come in with a whole lot of things that a guy would perceive as valuable to be able to make statements like that. Who you are may be nice, yes, but your personality on your worth in comparison to everybody else, that shit needs some fucking work. Because think about it if the shoe was on the other foot. Think about, for 2 seconds, if I told this woman, you should feel lucky I'm talking to you. Misogynistic, pig, asshole, whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of things that women use through masculine conversation or way they speak, or trying to speak masculine and everything, where they don't realize that if it really came from somebody, a male, it would be much worse. So, as I said, like, there's no such thing as lucky in the world when it comes down to attraction, interaction, nothing like that. There is no luck. You create your own luck. Just like you create the circumstances that either allow you to lose your V card. So, if I'm to feel lucky, and I know there's a rarity of men out here, but I got something to tell you, boo. And for a lot of you ladies, you should definitely feel lucky. Because good men come a dime a dozen. And in a world where women outnumber men, we're a lot more rare than y'all are. Y'all be good, be safe, have a good little time. Go ahead and get to all the little different things I was just doing. And that's how it's going to be. I'm probably going to play the game again. See, another thing. Playing the game with motherfuckers, make sure people that know how to play the game with you. Shit's crazy. Y'all be good. Peace out. It's been another Doty moment.
Close curtains, whistle.
Would have thought I'd be caught in this life.
Yeah.
You still here? It's over. Go home. Get out of here. It's over with. These real fucking slap, man. I'm saying. Woo!
Separate with the toes, get lost in tonight and make it all light up.
Listen, follow me.